What's up, guys? All right, so today we are going to talk about the hero's journey. So the question is that I ask people, do people change? Can we evolve? And how does that work? Now, what's fun about this is I've got mixed answers all the way around on what that means to you. You may say people don't change, or with the right motivation, people do. So what we're going to get into is going through the hero's journey. I'm going to follow you on my iPad, so let me pull you guys into that. All right, so on the hero's journey, this is going to get into your story. And so when we're talking about your story, this is going to help for you to identify in your change, in your adventure, and what you're going through. Where are you? Now, the reason this is a helpful tool is no different than understanding what type of warrior you are, and it's no different than understanding where you are in, say, your stages of grief. When you're working through loss or you're going through difficult times, for some reason for us, is it does bring hope and or encouragement knowing where you are in your story. So let's have some fun figuring out where are you in your story, and I may even throw some examples of stories you've heard of before. So when we're looking in your story here, there's things that we've seen over and over again as far as how stories start, and it may have gone for yours too. You get caught in a routine, regular life, everyday stuff. Whether it is that you just go to work, pay bills, see your girlfriend, hang out with buddies, whatever it is, life seems to have just a everyday routine that you get stuck in. Now in all stories, there's always something that changes, a circumstance change or something that happens to make it so that person doesn't stay what they were the whole time. So can people change and do we evolve? Usually there are factors that have to happen. Now I've narrowed it down to 3, and I would like to hear what you guys have if there's another part to it. But when it comes to change, there's usually a circumstance change or something that happens that's unforeseen. Usually a mentor or somebody will guide you in a way to show you the way to change things towards your goals or change towards what you want things to be like. Or you get inspired. Something happens where you say, you know what, enough is enough. Time to change everything. So we're going through your story. Let's go ahead and break this thing down. Now, personally, this is between you and me. I do get annoyed with the whole part where it's the refusal of the call, the refusal to just take on your adventure. Me personally, I get annoyed with this, but I understand the application because sometimes we don't want to go on an adventure. And that may not necessarily be the decision that we wanted to have, but it's really all about how you decide to take it on. So when I looked this up, Joseph Campbell wrote down the 17 steps of what a hero's journey generally looks like. You are probably going to fall into this somewhere, even if it's the first one. So let's go through some of these and see where you're at. Number 1, we got the call to adventure. Something or someone interrupts the hero's familiar life to present a problem, a threat, or an opportunity. Now, this means your regular life just got interrupted. You may have got kicked out of the house. You may have lost your job. Your girlfriend dumped you. Life just happened. Going through a divorce. You just got a cancer diagnosis. Who knows? Like something that interrupts regular life happens. Then you have the refusal of the call, like I just mentioned. Unwilling to step out of their comfort zone or face their fear, the hero initially hesitates to embark on his journey. This is the whole thing where, I never wanted to be king. I never asked for these powers. I don't want to save the world. It's my least favorite story arc when they throw the sword away and say, I don't want to be this anymore, until they have that wake-up moment. Now, a lot of the times you see some sort of a mentor or supernatural aid. This is the person who helps the hero with the tools or inspiration they need to accept the call to adventure. It could be Apollo Creed in Rocky III. This could be Luke and Yoda. This could be the Ninja Turtles and Splinter. This could be Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. This could be Bruce Lee, Ip Man. This could be Morgan Freeman.
In everything.
No matter who the mentor is, there's going to be somebody who helps you. In some cases, it could be a friend that you didn't notice was an expert in a field, or a doctor that came into your life, or something unforeseen, but somebody gives you information to fast forward your situation. It could be right now in you watching this video. Next, you end up crossing the threshold. And when you're crossing the threshold, this is when the hero is embarking on their quest. So now as the hero, you're embarking on your journey. This means, all right, I'm taking the steps forward to make my changes or go through what I have to go through. Then you end up in the belly of the whale. And this is when the hero crosses the point where I just can't go back to what it is. Whatever my old life was, things are different enough now, or I'm far enough in that I can't keep doing what I used to do. This is generally when the road of trials start. You may be in this right now when I'm doing things differently, and this is usually when the hero encounters a major obstacle, or something comes up to where the hero has to begin their transformation and usually fails. This could be taking on a new skill, this could be training, this could be whatever it is that you're taking on that makes it difficult for you to say, oh man, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Needed. Nothing happens perfectly right from the beginning. We have to fall in order to get stronger. We have to be uncomfortable to grow. And that's a part of this journey, is you have to have these moments where you fall on your face, or you get knocked down, or you lose. And that's a big part of your growth. So if you're in the middle of that right now, understand this isn't what the ending is. This is the beginning of your story, and it means that you need more training, because there's only two kinds of men, trained and untrained. So just keep practicing. Next up, we come up with the possibility where it's the meeting of the goddess. This usually happens where something comes up to an ally of some kind joins in. This could be an unforeseen person. This could be one of your friends who steps up to be there. It could be your lover, or even a new lover gets involved in your story because now you're active. When you have a vision or a dream or a purpose, people get pulled into your life. This could happen to either distract you or motivate you. That's up to you as you get going. This is where the woman as temptress shows up. And this is where that hero is tempted to abandon their quest. Like I said, it could be something comes up. Could be you got a job offer that goes against your goals. It could be this woman is taking up a bunch of your time. It could be something happens that you weren't foreseeing, like a parent gets sick, or a child gets sick, or something happens to make it so that you're like, oh my God, it's hard to keep focused on my goals. You have the Atonement of the Father. Now this is a name that usually gets associated with Star Wars or something like that, where Luke fighting Darth Vader. But in which case the hero confronts the reason for his journey, facing his doubts and his fears and the powers that rule his life.